Hello everybody, hopefully you guys are all having a super duper good day. My name is Adam, and we're gonna do a Let's Paint tutorial video on the Nun. She's pretty freaky deaky, so I've been wanting to do this for a while now, and you know, the time is now. So I'm super excited. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching me paint just as much as I enjoy painting and doing the video editing. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I'm gonna be painting on and some of the things I'm going to be using. So let's roll. Alright, my first contestant is a black poster board. It is 22 by 28 and it's just a matte black poster board, and here is the little logo here. And here is contestant number 2. This is a white poster board, basically the same as the black. It's 22 by 28. That's the dimensions in inches. And I figured we would go ahead and use this and play with the black light a little bit, because this stuff right here will glow blue. So I think it'd be kind of fun. But I really don't know what I'm going to be doing with the picture. I haven't really thought about it that far. I kind of had some ideas in my head, but for right now, I'm going to go ahead and wing it and have some fun and see what it's all about, because you know, art is all about creativity and stumbling on new things and, you know, just having fun. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm pretty confident of what I can come up with, and, you know, it'll be fun. And, you know, we'll have a good time. So this is going to be my airbrush that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to be using 2 paintbrushes. I'm going to be using a thicker paintbrush, and I'm going to be using a thinner paintbrush. And these are going to be the paints that I'm going to be using. This is going to be the black that I'm going to be painting with in the airbrush. And then this is going to be the white that I'm going to be painting in the airbrush. And then this is going to be the black that I'm going to be using for the base, like for the background of the picture. And I got me a razor blade because I'm going to be doing some cutting. And I will be using my printer because I'm going to print out my reference picture, and I'm going to print out a couple other pictures, and I'm going to cut them out with my knife, and I'm going to use them as stencils. And I will begin drawing, and we'll see what we can come up with. So thanks everybody for watching, and let's roll. Alright, so we got her loosely sketched in, and right now I want to go to my printer and I want to print out 4 crosses, and I want to put them 2 down here in the corner and then 2 up here in the corner. I kind of give it like a little bit of a border, and since in the movie there was a lot of crosses to begin with, I figured it'd be kind of cool to kind of incorporate that in my picture, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, so we just cut them out with the razor blade. So now I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to put tape on the back side of here, and I'm just going to kind of lightly tape it down. So I got the stencils taped on here, and now I got some white Createx paint. I got it already loaded in the airbrush, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray around the stencil on this one and on this one, and then when I take the stencil off, it leaves a little bit of an outline. Yes, I got it all cut out, all the corners. It's looking good so far. And now we are going to use, the paintbrush. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to load up some black. And then we're going to start to paint around the edge of all of this. So I want it really nice and dark and really nice and black. So let's get it. So I got the first coat of black done. I still have a little bit here, some here, and then I got a little bit of black down here. But right now I'm gonna let it dry. But luckily, I have a fan. So we're gonna speed this up so we can keep on moving on. All right, we're gonna give a second coat of paint with the black to make it even more darker. All right, so far so good. I'm liking the whole background here thing going on. The paintbrush and stuff like that, had a lot of fun doing that. Cutting these things out were somewhat of a pain in the butt, but that's okay. It's going to give it a cool effect. But other than that, as you can tell, my reference picture, and here is my picture. It doesn't really look anything like her, but more like three-dimensional picture, two-dimensional picture. Looks pretty terrible, but that's okay, because we're going to start to fill her in and we're going to make her look just like this. But I just kind of wanted to give you a rundown on where I'm going to start at on this picture. This right here on the reference picture, this is where I'm going to start out at, is on her forehead. And then I'm going to come down here on the bridge of her nose, give it some highlights. Start over here on her cheek, go underneath her nose, back upside her other cheek, and then up and back around. So that's kind of the basic shape that I'm wanting to get. I kind of want to get a lot of the harder stuff out the way. But I figure if I would do that, then I would go ahead and then kind of do her chin and her jaw here, and then come up here and then do her eyes. Yes, let's give her a face, and let's make her pretty creepy. So let's roll. Alright, so we got a nice base coat. This is layer number 1. We're going to go ahead and move on to layer number 2. And all I'll be doing is going back over and just adding in some more white. We're going to get some more highlights here on her cheek, right here on the bridge of her nose, and then going around her eye here on her forehead. So let's go ahead and we'll brighten her up a little bit, and let's keep going. All right, so we're making more progress. I'm not worrying about a whole lot of details. I don't want no details right now. We're just kind of doing a couple layers here. So I'm on layer number 2, and I kind of made an oopsie, but that is totally a-okay because I can always go back in with some black when the time comes, and then I'll just darken it back up. But this part right here above her eye, I really wasn't paying attention to the reference picture. I just kind of zoned out for a minute, and I just kind of went on my own path of painting, which right here you can tell that this is white, too much of a highlight, and then this is more of a dark, shadowy. But it's all good because I'm going to come back in and I'm going to fix a lot of this stuff. So I'm just running through and we're just making a rough draft picture. So this is layer number 2, and we're going to go in and we're going to do layer number 3. So let's keep on making her more scarier as we go. All right, everybody. I just wanted to kind of stop right now and just show you what I got so far. So this is layer number 3. If you look at her face, which I will show you here on the computer because the reference picture is just too small, but I'll show you it on my computer and I'll blow it up so it's a lot bigger. But if you pay attention to the lines and stuff on her face, like the direction that they're going, it gives it a really cool effect, and it makes it look more like skin. It gives it a texture look to it, a three-dimensional look to it. So I just kind of break it down and I look at some of the the highlights that are going on here, looking at the skin, at the direction that it's going, and you just kind of try to duplicate that the best you can. So let me spin you around here and I'll show you the reference picture. Alright, so we are moving on pretty good right now. I got me a brand new paintbrush. It's a real thin one. And I got the white paint. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip it, my paintbrush straight into the bottle. And I want the white as I can get it. And then I'm going to go in. I'm going to start her eyes here and whiten them up, both sides. So the whiter the better, because I want to use some fluorescent green and some fluorescent yellow, and these will show up really, really nice. I love it. She's got some eyeballs now, so it looks like she's just glaring and staring. I want to load up some white in the airbrush, and I want to start right down here on this section right here, just so she's not a floating face. So let's give her a body. Ooh, Merry Christmas, Adam. I went ahead and bought me something. I've been wanting it ever since like last year. When Cyber Monday came out last year, I had it in my cart. I was ready to buy it, and then I didn't. So now this year it came back down on price. So I like good deals and I like saving money and stuff like that. So this right here is a good investment because I've been using it right now, and it sounds really, really nice. So yeah, I got a Merry Christmas early present for myself, but I figured that I would go ahead and get one just because my web camera, like the audio and stuff, is super terrible. It was always popping and crackling, and I always had to redo the video and redo the audio and do like voiceovers and stuff like that. So it was really old, but now this is so much better already out of the box. I've only tweaked and tuned, so I don't even know a whole lot what's going on. I'm just kind of trial and erroring it, but it should be so much better sounding from here on out. And I love making videos, even if nobody watches my videos. You know, I still like doing it, and I still like making them. But, yes, I've been waiting for a while to, and I got a really heck of a good deal on this, so I just couldn't pass it up. I've been waiting for like a whole year for the price and stuff to come back down. So, yeah, let's go back to the picture. This is my plan. This is what we got so far. I haven't been painting for a little while now, but it's time to get back into it and see what we can do. But I want to start right here, go around her eyes, go down to the bridge of her nose, get some of that darkened in, some nice shadows and stuff. Start here on her mouth and kind of sweep up a little bit, but I don't want to do no more white because this might be as bright as I get the white. So when I go in with this black, it's going to make everything more brighter around the black. So I don't want to do any more of the white because it might actually be bright enough, but you know what? I can always add more white later on down the road. It's always easier to add more, and it's always harder to take away. Let's begin painting in 3, 2, 1. Oh man, it is break time! I have been painting a lot today, and this guy needs a little bit of a break. So what I'm going to do is take the rest of the night and call it quits, and I want to go downstairs and chill out and watch a movie. So I figured I would let you guys tag along for a little bit, and I'll give you guys a little bit of a tour of my little movie room that I have downstairs. So if you don't mind, I will take you along with me. So let's go! Let me turn my light on real quick. Alrighty. And this is a movie and poster wall. Let me turn this other light on. So we got the Underworld, we got the Tomb Raider video game, we got the Killzone video game, Dead Space, Total Recall, Underworld. Over here I got the 300 wall, the 2 cardboard cutouts, and a really nice glossy poster. Here's my Pacific Rim wall. Got a poster. And then coming down here, I got all the little toys and the collectibles. I know I'm kind of nerdy, right? I just love monster stuff, so. Then this guy right here, I had to actually pay quite a bit for him, but he's worth it. My Hansel and Gretel wall, 2 posters right there. Let me turn on my other light. I got this one, and let me come on over here to this one. All right, so I got the Godzilla 2014, I believe, poster. My Doom poster. I've been a huge fan of all the Dooms. I love playing them, and I can't wait until the new one comes out. I got another Underworld picture. And then I got my my chairs. They're double, so I got a 2 there, and then I got 2 here. These things are so nice. They're crazy. They're fully reclined. Here, I'll pull one out real quick. And you can lay all the way back, and I've actually slept in this thing before. They're so comfortable. It's got some really nice deep padding. Then, of course, you got the little light-up cup holders. So this is my projector. This is an Epson. I don't remember what the model number is, but it is a full HD 1080 3D projector. Moving down here to sound, I got a Onkyo. This is a 7.1 1200 watt system. So that thing kicks butt big time. And I got all my speakers blacked out with my wall. So I got the one, and then I got the right one, then the big old sub, the front right, the front and center, the front left, and then the left, and then I got the rear left. And all the walls in here, I got them all black here, so black, black, black. Even the ceiling is black. And here is my screen. It is a 150-inch screen. Goes basically all the way to the top of the ceiling, all the way down here to the floor. It's a super duper nice screen. I absolutely love it. I'll go ahead and power it on real quick, and I have a good movie to watch. Let me see it. Well, that's what we're painting, but there's another one that I absolutely loved. This is the movie that I was looking for. So what better way to end the night? Painting a scary picture and then coming down here and watching a horror movie on her. So, woo, so scary. My mix ratio for the paint, the white, I do 1 drop white paint, 10 drops reducer. Same thing with the black, 1 drop black paint, 10 drops of reducer. And I just been putting it in a bottle. So this is my white bottle. Then I got my black bottle. So then just shake it up whenever you need it. So it's already pre-mixed. I'm going to do a quick dusting with the white paint around her eye and just kind of fog it over just a little bit. So then I want to switch to the black and I want to do a 50-50. So meaning I want to do 5 drops of black paint and then 5 drops of reducer. So I want it a little bit thicker than what I've been running. And I want to go right underneath her eyebrow here and darken it up so it's really nice and black. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the top part of her head. As you can tell, I have not done anything with it. It's still the matte black poster board color. So I think what I'm going to do is lay down a quick white base coat, just a little bit of a thin layer, just kind of give it a quick dusting and kind of build up from there. So it's not a whole lot of crazy details, but I will be doing probably like a couple zigzags and, you know, squiggle marks and circles and stuff like that, just to kind of give it some texture, just like I did down here. So let's go ahead and light up her forehead with some white paint. I want to add a tip real quick. If you're new to airbrushing, this has helped me out a lot, is using my finger as a pivot point on the surface that you're painting. So in this case, I'm painting on poster board. So laying my, my pinky on the poster board and then just taking the airbrush and then just kind of laying it over my fingers. So that gives me really good control, and I can always keep it the same amount of distance. So for instance, I was running this line all the way around her hood, and I wanted to keep it, nice and thick and nice and clean, a good coverage. So what I did is just put my pinky in, lay the airbrush on top, and then I was about probably an inch or an inch and a half away from the picture, between the picture to my airbrush. And you can have some really nice, good coverage and some really nice, clean lines like this. So give it a shot. It's worth a try, and I figure I'd just go ahead and throw my 2 cents in. So let's keep going. This is going to be a little bit of a time-consuming part, but it'll be worth it. Instead of freehanding, I would rather, kind of freehand with the airbrush. I'm going to go ahead and use some of these stencils because I need a nice, clean, crisp edge all the way through here. It'll make it look a whole lot cooler, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to use some stencils, and what this is made out of is this same stuff is what this poster board is made out of. So all I did is just grab some scraps, cut them in a couple different, shapes here and there, and, that's it. So fairly cheap. So let's keep going. Hey, look, guys, I got night vision goggles on. Oh, yeah. Scanning for intelligence. Beep, 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 beep. Ah! Oh, I'm just messing around. But right now, I want to do a little bit of painting with the fluorescent yellow paint and some fluorescent green. And I got the small little paintbrush here. And what I plan on doing is going in on like the white part of her eyes and just filling them in with the paintbrush with these two colors. So I think that'd be kind of cool, and see what we can come up with. All right, my next step is I'm gonna take my nun picture, the picture that I'm painting on, and then I'm gonna take the white picture that I showed you in the very beginning of the video, and I'm just gonna tape them together. Oh, you want some Dr. Pepper too? Oh, okay, because that's exactly what I'm drinking. Here you go. Yeah! I am almost done with this. This is probably 99%. There are a couple things that I need to work on and kind of fix a little bit. One of them is her pupils right here in the center. I need to make this one a little bit bigger because this one is, you know, normal size, and then this one is a little bit smaller. So I need to go in with my black, kind of blacken that a little bit. And I need to load up white on the airbrush, and I need a little bit of a highlight right here on the top of her little hood. And there might be a couple other little areas that I need to kind of tidy up. But other than that, man, it looks awesome. I love how it came out. I had a lot of fun doing this. So let's go ahead and get some things fixed on here and tidy them up, and then we will call it finished. I just want to say thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully you guys had a great time as much as I did. I will be coming back with some more Let's Paint videos, so stay tuned. And hopefully you guys all have a great positive day, and I will see you guys all in the next video. So thanks everybody, and bye-bye.